Commissioner meetings with the Pledge of Allegiance, but even before that, I would like everyone to stand and we'll have a moment of silence for the tragedy in Newtown, Connecticut. Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. For those of you who have agendas, if you'll note down towards the bottom, this agenda is subject to change without notice, and it will change a little bit. We're going to have our county attorney do his report, and after that then I think Brandon, we'd like to talk about the Blue Lake issue with the county attorney here. Okay? So at this time, Dan, I'll turn the floor to you.
Okay, not a lot today. I think I reported that we have our first ordinance violation of the golf course ordinance, so we'll see how that ordinance stands up. Hopefully it will stand up well. That's good. We've got, and this is Pam's bailiwick, but we are going to do training for the county supervisors on sexual harassment and employment law issues in January the 9th. January the 9th, so that's on my table. And other than that, our litigation is proceeding as normal. We've got a few claims in, but they've all been referred to the insurance company. The insurance company's entering their appearance and handling the defense. So nothing is at a decision-making point on those.
Any questions for Mr. Sigler?
Does that mean we are getting sued over the ordinance about the golf cart?
No, we are
What does
not.
that mean?
No. It just means that somebody's committed a violation, a ticket's been written, and so it's really the first time and I don't know, the person can admit, they can say they didn't need to be registered, you know, the violation, I think, was not having a valid registration, so we'll see what the person does.
So the sheriff's department didn't give them any warnings, that just whack it?
I have no way of knowing, Tom, if they gave a warning out on this one. I just saw the ticket, so it's possible they could have given a warning.
Okay.
Something else, Mark Hodges, Sheriff Hodges had sent me a contract through Havel Brothers for the maintenance on the jail, I believe, for the HVAC and all that stuff, and I pointed out to him, all I had was an email copy, so I didn't have anything to bring in here, but the contract is okay, but I told Mark that it had a line which made it automatically extended, and I told him that needed to be approved. Otherwise, the contract is short and sweet and covers what it should, so other than that, it can be signed, but the last line in it had an automatic extender, which I told him we don't do, so he said he would have it removed, so if it would happen to come in front of you.
Okay. Any other questions? If not, Brandon, why don't you take us into the folks here that...
Okay, we had received a petition to vacate or move an easement, McGuire second edition, Thomas and Amelia Weinbrenner. I had spoken with Mrs. Weinbrenner about the process and everything, you know, the same as I would do.
Can you hear? Can you hear what he's saying? Okay.
The same as I've spoken to her, the same as I would do for anyone, and
We can't hear.
Mr. and Mrs. Adams, why don't you come on up front here? This just isn't maybe the best acoustics in the country, but if you're involved with this, I'd have you come up front where it might be easier for you to hear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, the petition was filed. As part of that, the petitioner has to provide notice to adjoining property owners via certified mail and publish notice of the hearing once the date and time is established by the auditor. We did that, they did that, and after the notices were given, the Weinbrenners decided that they were going to withdraw their petition because there was drainage, private drain that run through this easement, which is a walkway easement. And they were basically just proposing to swap the existing easement between their two lots over to the west end of the one lot. But they've requested to withdraw the petition and requesting to have their petition fee refunded. The fee is supposed to be for my time and the attorney's time spent reviewing the petition and all the relevant facts. I mean, to be honest, I really didn't spend a whole lot of time on it, other than general information that I provided for Mrs. Weinbrenner when she first come in to ask about the process. You know, we would do that for anyone, whether they filed a petition or not. So I believe, and I'll let them speak if there's anything contrary, that basically that's the request today. The petition, and I'm not aware of any official procedure to withdraw a petition other than you know, correspondence with the Weinbrenners and their attorney. They want to say that it's withdrawn and just request that the board would consider refunding their petition filing fee.
Has Dan been involved at all in this yet?
I have not. This is the first time aware of it.
So they paid $500 to file the petition? Okay. Is there any precedence?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, who's the attorney fee? What's the attorney fee designed for? What attorney?
You, me.
I'm valuable, but
Apparently not that valuable.
Well, some of these vacation petitions are relatively simple. Some of them get quite involved.
How much time did you spend on
none, because I just first heard of it here.
it? How much did you time to spend
I mean, I reviewed
on
the.
it? Not to the exact minute, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I reviewed, when the petition came in, I reviewed the petition and the survey and the notice documents. They're almost boilerplate.
1 hour, one hour
Not-
cover it?
More than cover it. I'm thinking more a half hour.
Was there anyone that contacted you that, or is there any legal holdup or anything, any reason they don't have the right to withdraw it?
I would guess that they're perfectly within their rights to withdraw. I mean,
Well, I don't know.
apparently they uncovered the facts about the storm drainage
Well,
and other things after the
After
petition had
filing.
been filed, correct, yeah.
I don't understand why it even comes before us. I think the money should have been refunded, and, because when we get to the point of giving from government, and I'm not saying anything against the engineering department or your department or anything, or Dan. I'm just saying this is another reason why government gets so carried away and interfering with people's rights now. And then if they have a right to withdraw it legally, and they had a right to file it legally, which they did, and they changed mind, I tell you, if that was mine, I'd be in here asking for $500 back. Would you guys?
Oh, yeah.
I just, I mean,
Yeah,
I
know,
didn't, I
Brandon.
didn't
I'm
feel
not-
it was my
I'm not-
decision
I'm not-
to make.
I'm not saying, no, you would be right behind the three of us in line.
I'm 98% with you.
Okay,
98.
I want to hear the two.
If the county has invested time in the project, $10 worth, $20 worth, then I think the county's entitled to the time they have involved. I would certainly not oppose a motion to refund the whole thing, but I just want to make that known. I think if the county had time involved, that we are setting precedents, so that's fine.
But Brandon's time would be, I mean, he's getting paid by the taxpayers anyway.
That's fine. I just wanted to mention that, that's all.
It's probably more for the attorney fee,
Yeah.
and since I have no time in it, there's no fee charged
Okay,
to
Do we
the
need a
county,
motion?
so I can tell you that.
let's just do it. Let's have a motion.
I'd make a motion that we refund the total $500.
Second.
Okay, motion second, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Okay. So, is that your bailiwick?
I will get them a check the next.
Yeah, okay. So, you only have to know it and it's all done, right?
I'll take it out of the same place you put it in.
Yeah. Okay, that handle the situation then? Okay. But did you understand my feelings? That it was just that I think if the county had time invested, I think they would have been entitled to remuneration for that time invested. It appears we did not have time invested, so. Thank you. Appreciate you coming.
Mr. Chairman, may I ask a comment on that?
Yeah.
That's done, but, and this is something that I want to clear up. We have time invested, and this might be totally different, on tax refunds. Do we not? Would you classify that as something extra? Someone has paid their taxes, but then for one reason or another, we find out they overpaid or something, these tax refunds? Do we refund them the total of that tax refund, or do we keep a percentage of your time?
It depends on if it's current year or previous years. If it's previous years, we pay them interest. If it's current year, it's just straight.
Well, this evidently was a current year, was it not?
Yes.
So they won't get any penalties. It's not like we held their money.
Well, I'm just trying to be fair so that next down the line, if we get another, we will have something to say, well, this is the way we handled it on December 17, 2012.
And I think the point just hit me is, I'm on the fee committee. Was this $500 fee established by the fee committee?
It was established by an ordinance of the commissioners. The original ordinance, there was a $150 filing fee, and when we started getting these high dollar attorneys, we had to raise it. They heard that one.
Yeah, I heard that fine. Oh, okay, my only point was, so perhaps the fee committee ought to be aware of this, and if they indeed feel like there is an issue with giving the money back, let the fee committee bring that to the commissioners. Fee committee, if the fee committee's changed the fees, it has to come to the commissioners.
I would guess that the fee committee is there to establish fees. I wouldn't think they would be there to, I would think, my thought was this was an administrative decision, and that's why I told
No,
mine.
I agree. I'm just saying in the future, I've only ever had one fee committee meeting, and I'm sorry to say I don't remember what fee we were looking at. It wasn't wind energy, I know that.
Planning and building. I'm on the
It was a
fee
planning and building, and so we voted for it. or whatever, and then it came to the commissioners for approval. And that's all I'm saying is that the fee, something, to change this, it should probably come out of the fee committee to the commissioners. So that's all. We're just belaboring a mood issue here, so. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you, sir. Thanks for staying. I appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
All right. Brandon, I hope you don't mind. I'm going back to the agenda now.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yep.
Alan?